I'd like to propose a toast. Here's to pretending to live your dreams. I was a simple little farm boy with a great big glamorous dream. I wanted to have my very own TV fishing show. I've always loved to fish, but somehow catching fish was just never enough for me. I always liked to pretend there were people watching me do it and wishing they were me. I wanted to be a fishing superstar. But by the time I was in the 5th grade, I started to think maybe I'd never be a fishing superstar so long as I was fishing with my dad's old hand-me-down fishing reel. You know, how could anybody take me seriously if I wasn't sporting the latest in technology? But technology costs money, and I was too young to have a job. And so, when the time came that year for the annual spring clean-out of the barns, I talked my dad into paying me $1 a load. A load meant moving about 3 metric tons of manure, 1 forkful at a time, into a manure spreader. Every time I topped off that spreader, I got $1 closer to that brand new Daiwa silver cast that was waiting for me in the glass case at the local hardware store. You know, Elvis got his first guitar at his local hardware store. Yeah, he was only 10 years old when he was earning the money to buy that guitar, just like I was when I was earning the money for that fishing reel. He ran errands and did odd jobs for people around town, but I doubt that he shoveled as much shit as I did. Which, as it turned out, wasn't quite enough shit. I needed $17 for that silver cast, and there was only 13 loads in the barns that year. Elvis had the same problem. He couldn't raise the $8 that he needed for that guitar either. Well, fortunately for him, his mother offered to pay the balance as his birthday present that year. And fortunately for me, my dad kicked in the $4 that I was short. You know, I like knowing that the young Elvis and the young me had some things in common. Of course, I didn't go on to change the world with my fishing reel, like I kind of hoped I might, like he did with his guitar. And, you know, that's due in no small part to the fact that Elvis was a million times more talented than me, but also that he was driven, he was focused, he was dedicated, he followed his dream with everything that he had. And I can't really say any of those things about myself. I never actually made any real attempt to get my own TV fishing show. I've never really pursued anything with all that much gusto. I think that some people are born to chase their dreams, and I'm just not one of those people. And I'm not looking for sympathy here. I've actually come to the conclusion that dreams that remain dreams are not all that bad. You know, our fantasies are as perfect as we want them to be. Elvis's dreams came true and killed him at 42. I'm not a fishing superstar. I am not getting rich doing the thing that I love. I'm basically still just that same old farm boy shoveling shit to pay for my fishing habit. Only now the shit that I shovel is graphics. But on the weekends, I still pretend to be that fishing superstar. Only now I put a camera on a tripod in my boat. And I shoot all kinds of video of my fantasy self catching an occasional fish. And then I edit the fuck out of that video to look like non-stop action. I call my imaginary show Fishin' for Compliments. And I jazz it up with all the very best music because I don't have to pay for a soundtrack to a show that isn't real. And then I force my family and friends to watch it. And I pretend there's millions of them. I suppose there's always going to be a part of me that wonders what kind of real fishing show I could have if I had the gumption to make something like that happen. But on the bright side, I'm not being exposed to the seedy, dark underbelly of the racy world of TV fishing. And the chances of me being found dead on my bathroom floor at an early age are pretty slim. So, may you enjoy as little success in life as I have. May you never get your dream job. Dream on, people. Thank you.